So, I'm sitting there like on the fifth day she does this. I'm like, this is beyond me. Like, what the hell? Who does she think she is? Hello. You are now tuned in to Booking the Blunt, and I'm your host, Marathon J. Now, Booking the Blunt is pretty self-explanatory, so I'm going to be breaking down some of my favorite books while smoking a blunt. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I'll be using different things, but for the most part, y'all get what I'm saying. The idea kind of came about one day. Like I said, I was smoking, read a book. It was on Snapchat, you know what I'm saying, and I don't know, I just posted Booking the Blunt, hashtagged it. My sister was like, dude, that's dope. Long story short, and that's how it was made. For those of you who are new, because like I said, this is my first video podcast, but I've dropped a couple podcasts down on Anchor, ANCHOR.FM, I believe. I mean, you go on like Google or anything like that and find that, but I'll probably drop a link down below so you guys can go ahead and click on that and listen to my other episodes. A book that I've been reading for, I'm not gonna lie, I've been taking a very long time to read this book, but it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's by Mark Manson. It's a counterintuitive type of book, or a type of thinking about life. I like this book a lot. Y'all should go ahead and read it. Now, for those of y'all who are new, who are not transferring from Anchor to here, how I like to start and kick off my thing is I like to sit there and break down and explain the different weed strands and things that I may be using during the episode. So we're going to take a time to go ahead and, go ahead and let you know what I'm smoking on. So I picked up this pickup that I got. It's from the company El Blunto. It's like Dosey Face. It's like a king blunt, if you will. You get what I'm saying? For those of y'all, that's what that look like. It's kind of fat. It's like a cigar type of thing. And like I said, I don't really be I try to stay away from that unnatural shit. Like I try to use like zigzags and roller paper stuff like that. I'm trying to stay away from. Bro, tell me why I'm tripping. I want to say cocaine, not cocaine. Fucking tobacco products. I'm tripping. I'm not on cocaine, guys. I don't do cocaine at all. So don't even think that. But before we get into it, y'all go ahead and spark up, because I'm about to look at this son of a gun. Look at that right there. So it got a little glass piece to it, stuffed to the brim. Y'all see it like it's an actual cigar from Cuba. Got the little wrap on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, games to be played. It burns slow too. That's nice. Oh, burn nice and slow. I hope y'all brought some snacks and water. That's really important on this little mission that we're on. It's hella important. So make sure you have that. But like, back to the subject at hand. Hold on. Can you pass me the book, babe? Let me show y'all a picture of the book real quick. This is the book. It's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Right? Go ahead and pick this joint up. It's a good pickup. Trust me. It's a good pickup. But this book personally has helped me with a lot of growth. Hold on. What the hell? Hold on. This motherfucker cut a harder. I ain't never had to suck so goddamn hard in my life. This motherfucker hard.
You want me to smoke it a little more?
Nah, it's cool, babe. That's my baby over there. Hold on. Shit, this motherfucker back. God damn. Hey, y'all struggling with me. It's all good though. I don't know why it's tweaking. But in any case, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Like I said, by Mark Manson, it's a counterintuitive approach to living life. So not too long ago, I was reading it and I came upon this part that really stuck with me. So bear with me, guys. Now, he was sitting there speaking upon what he would call as shitty values. Now, this is gonna be some real sensitive information. I know it was hard for me to swallow, kind of a little bit, just for the simple fact of my dad is kind of, I would say, he's a little counterintuitive, so it kind of resonates with me. But I know there's not a lot of people that are ready to sit there and kind of open up that book. The crazy part about it is, like, you really think about it, like, life has a lot of things. I have a lot of things that have value, and it all depends on the person. Now, from the very day that we open up our eyes to the world, we have our views and our values, things that we hold real dear to us, and like kind of help us basically stand for who we are. Now, when we think of that, it sounds all good, but the thing about it is there's times where some of those values can lead you to downfalls. Excuse me, guys. So, like I said, this is what Mark Manson is saying. He states that there are, I believe, 4 problems with having values that can create really poor problems. So bear with me, guys. I'm reading it off. So the 4 things that he speaks on that creates problems and basically creates shitty value is pleasure, material success, always being right, and staying positive. Now, as far as pleasure, I've had a lot of friends who, living their life, they indulge in, like I said, we'll say pleasure. At times where a lot of stuff is stacking up in their everyday lives, and instead of just taking a moment to sit there and handle it and get that out the way, they'd rather chase things that are more appealing, or like I said, per se, pleasure. There's times where we can all probably recollect in our lives where we did something that had pleasure, which we felt added a value or maybe a sense of, I guess, happiness, or I wouldn't know exactly how to describe that, but just moments where we do things that are pleasurable, but sometimes on the other side of the backside of that, you just have that feeling like, dang, like maybe I shouldn't, or like a feeling of regret. And I feel like when we put pleasure before other values, it can kind of lead you to making poor decisions, which, like I said, we all do. We all have those moments. Hold on, guys, hold on. Okay, now we getting somewhere. You just really gotta suck it in, guys. Damn, this motherfucker like that. But yeah, when it comes to pleasure, now I'm gonna go ahead and tune into the part where he starts talking about material success. So I feel personally there's nothing in this world, no materials that can measure what type of person I am. I feel like that's a value that if you're sitting there going and telling yourself, you go out there, look at that Lambo, that fresh car, whatever you got in your driveway, and you say, oh, because I had that Ferrari, because I have this, because I have that, I'm happy, I'm successful, I'm somebody. I feel like it's just not a way to live, personally, because what if you can't afford to get those things? What if you can't afford to get that whip? What if you can't afford to get that designer? I feel like we've all been through those moments. I feel like something that resonates with me, because like I said, when I growing up, I wasn't able to be always in name brand stuff and stuff like that. I could have easily told myself that I wasn't a nobody, that, I wasn't going to be anything just because I had those things, but I didn't. And it turns out, like I said, the crazy part about it is those same people that had the brand stuff, that had the cooler whips, things that I want. It's kind of crazy because you look back at it now, those same people don't have the same things I had. I mean, yeah, they had that pulling off in Range Rover start that, but like with me, I had two whips. I owned two whips at the age of 18. And don't get me wrong, like, it made me feel good about myself, but it didn't measure what my worth was. I didn't go because I have two cars, I'm somebody. No, I'm somebody and I happen to have two whips at 18. It's that simple. And I feel like that's how we should all look at it. Now again, like he just stated that when you're basically a shitty value would be, like I said, the measuring of your material success. But I'm simply stating that I feel like the reasons why you shouldn't measure yourself to that is because, like I said, like, what if you can't afford those things? Or what if you're just a person that, let's say, you don't hold as much value as that designer in your closet, not because you can't be, but because maybe you don't see past your shitty values. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some things that you're not wanting to move around or change, and so you stay in the same place and you wearing whatever or you own whatever, but it still makes you who you are. You could probably own a Nobel Peace Prize, right? For those of you who know what that is, that's an astonishing award. It's hard to come by. You can own one, you can buy one, but does it mean that, because I bought it and I own one, that I'm a person that deserves that Nobel Peace Prize? Or that I'm a person that kind of, is that type of person that puts action behind it like that? Yes, no, maybe so. But, that's just like, to measure yourself based off materials it's not a good way to go. Now, slide. Damn. Sorry, give me one moment, Josie. I'm sorry, guys. Another one is always being right. You are constantly always having to be right. Like, for instance, I don't like to argue. But let's say you get into an argument, and you're getting into an argument because you're trying to be right. You're not trying to hear nobody's views. You just want to speak. You want to be heard. You want to be understood. You want to make sure, everybody's messing with what you're doing. I just feel like you're in the wrong. I feel like it's a horrible value. Like, don't get me wrong, we all want to be right all the time, but is it even possible that we're going to be right all the time? Think about it, And it's okay. I'm about to say, let me go ahead and give y'all an example of always being right. So, there was just one time where my sister, I wasn't driving at the time. My older sister was driving throughout the whole entire week. I went with her every time I was her passenger. Every time she got on the road, she looked at people. They don't know how to fucking drive. Fuck them. This, that, and the other. Always has something to say about it. Let me give y'all a little bit of in depth, like a little extra nugget. So, she fucking rides bumpers. I'm gonna just let y'all know that off the top. She does. Keep that in mind. So, I'm sitting there, like, on the 5th day she does this, I'm like, this is beyond me. Like, what the hell? Who does she think she is? So I literally just asked her. Was it rude? I didn't say nothing. I was like, hey, yo, sis. She's like, what's up? I'm like, every time you got on the road today, you're always stating that somebody's doing something, right? And she's looking at me and she's like, yeah. I said, at what point are you the bad driver? Think about that. Every time she got on the road, she said, everybody else is the problem. I know how to drive. I drive correctly. Everybody else is the one that got the problem. That's what she said for a whole damn week. So if she was doing it with me as her passenger for a week, she was doing that what? Before I was her passenger. What the fuck? Passenger. I don't know what the fuck that was. You know what I'm saying? And I was her moment of clarity. Like, damn, like, I really do be, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, she probably still drives like that. Maybe she changed. I don't know. That was years ago. But that's just one of those moments where she had moments like that. Don't get me wrong, I've had moments like that too. I'm not perfect. I've had moments where, I feel strongly about something. I'm a person that's highly opinionated, and I love to check and see what other people be thinking and ask people questions about why they think. It's like a little psyche thing. I'm a psychology major, so I'm not going to school right now. But like, I'm sorry. That's why I like to study and read about psychology. The brain is amazing. It's beautiful. But yeah, so that like I'm a person that like I don't always think that I'm right, but there's times where like I will not let somebody sway me. They'll try to say certain things, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I see you see, but like when people are trying to like put their views or whatever on me, oh yeah, I'll be on them like, man, I'm right, and there's times I do that a lot, and I don't always think that I'm right, but I do catch myself having to be like, you know what, I know how I feel strongly about something, but when I'm getting so far as to telling people, nah, it's this, nah, it's that, that's me trying to insinuate that I'm right or that I hold some deeper knowledge or meaning, especially of what they're thinking, or maybe sometimes how they're feeling. Sometimes you got to catch yourself. I catch myself doing that. So that's something I can admit to. I'm working on it though. I don't do it often, but I'm working on it. Like I said, like y'all, that's just And I understand why Mark Manson put that in there. If you really think about it, I think we all have our moments like that. And sometimes it's okay to question yourself. Like I said, like if anybody in this world should be able to question, it's you. I also want to state that he had a fourth one. The fourth one, as aforementioned, was staying positive. We all have that friend or person that's constantly trying to be positive all the time. Like, you just coming in, it's like, man, what is wrong with you, nigga? Get off me. Like, what? I don't care about all that. Anybody want to hear that? We all have those moments. Either one of us has been that friend, been in a situation like that, you know what I'm saying, or both. I'm not gonna lie, I played the role of both. I had to learn a couple of times to kind of like stay in my own little lane when it came to positive shit. But like, I'm not gonna lie, there's times where I'm like not feeling. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit. Let me stay in my negativity. You feel what I'm saying? Not on some I'm trying to stay and live here, and negativities don't live in my head rent free type shit. But it's just a matter of let me how would I say, not ignore it, but just kind of like realize it, kind of just, because like I said, Mark Manson states that staying positive all the time is not healthy because it can have your emotional damn, I'm trying to think of the word, y'all. Hold on, let me look at something to help me kind of regroup. Hold on. I'm sorry, negative emotions. I'm sorry. It can deepen and elongate some of those negative emotions that you may have that are normal and that everybody goes through. So it's real nice to sit there and not deny them and kind of just embrace them. That's the word, y'all. Embrace the negativity, because negativity don't always have to be negative. Sounds funny, right? But like, you can literally take a negative situation and not necessarily make it positive, but just understand that like, yo, this happens. You get a pop tire, you feel what I'm saying? We all go through pop tires. That's not a positive experience. You feel what I'm saying? But like, shit, like, it sucks when you pop your tires, nigga. Be mad. Be frustrated. We all go through that. That's fine. No, I mean, I got a pop tire, but AAA is on the way. It's all good. Like, no, you don't have to do that every single damn time. It skips an important part of you being able to mentally grow personally, is how I feel. And I guess in Mark Manson's eyes, it prevents you from having a non-shitty value. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, for those of y'all who are intrigued by what I'm saying, like I said, this is not the entirety of the book. This is just a section of the book. I believe pages 84 through like 86, maybe even a little before that. But like, go ahead and tap into this book. Look, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, Mark Manson. I'm not completely done with this book yet. This is not my first time dissecting this book down or giving y'all segments of it. Again, I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the podcast that I am on Anchor. You don't even have to go on Anchor if you're just on any type of social media that has to do with podcasts. Google, Apple Podcast. So you can go ahead and type in Book and a Blunt. Book and a Blunt. BOOKANDABLUNT. Look at my high ass able to spell. God damn. But yeah, go ahead. Book and a Blunt. I said Book. I'm tripping. See, I did all that shit and then I just stumbled. Ain't that some shit? But yeah, go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and give that a listen so you can see if you like the book even more. Like I said, you go ahead and download it. I actually got this one from my sister. I didn't buy this, John. But like I said, it's out there. I'm telling you guys, go pick up a book. It's nice. Shit, if you do, light up. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't smoke, you don't gotta smoke. Even when you're on, like I said, for my viewers that don't smoke, you don't have to smoke to be on here. It's just a positive, cool environment. Smoke, don't smoke. Come and obtain some knowledge. Shit, maybe y'all I'm rambling. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm one of those high motherfuckers that be sitting there thinking they know the world and they're geniuses while they're high. Shit, but there's only one way to find out. Continue down with the journey. Go ahead. I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and click and subscribe. Turn that notification button on and give this John a like. Thank you guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time.